Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to today's class. Today we're just going to do a gentle stretch to kind of transition from the weekend into the week ahead and just nourish our bodies and bring ourselves to a balanced state of peace and alignment. So we'll begin as always in a comfortable seat. We'll inhale the shoulders up to the ears, allowing them to fall down into their sockets, palms on the lap as a gesture of grounding, and we'll gently close the eyes. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Release with an audible sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. And release with a sigh. And just take a moment to arrive on our mats today, body, mind, and heart. So letting go of anything that happened over the weekend, letting go of any thoughts of what you have yet to do or accomplish this week, and just guide the body, the mind, and the heart to this moment here right now on your mat by connecting with your breath. So connecting with and observing the breath as it floats naturally in and out through the nose. Allowing each cycle of breath and each exhale to bring you deeper into a grounded and peaceful state. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. And then gently open the eyes. And today we're going to begin in child's pose. So knees come apart, heels are together. We'll shift the weight back over the heels, arms reach out, forehead come down to the mat. We'll spread the fingers wide on the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sending breath all the way down the spine to the base of the tailbone. And then exhale back out into the world. One more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Just allowing yourself to arrive and surrender to the pose, being held by the earth beneath you. And just keeping that connected energy with your breath, allowing your breath to guide you on your mat today and keep you present to your practice. On the inhale, hands come all the way to the right hand side, exhaling when you get there. Option to deepen the stretch by placing the left hand on top of the right, really reaching the fingertips, sending breath all the way down the side body. On the inhale, we're going to lift the right arm, placing it on the small of the back on the opposite hip or lower back. On the inhale, gently opening up through the shoulder, getting a gentle twist. And an opening. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, arm reaches. We inhale through center. Exhale, going on to the other side. So arriving here, option to place right hand on top of the left to deepen the stretch and opening through the side body. We'll inhale, sending breath all the way down the side. And then we exhale. On the inhale, left arm now wraps around the body, placing it on the small of the lower back. We'll gently open up the shoulder toward the sky. Gently look up toward the sky. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, arm reaches and we walk back through center. From here, dropping the elbows, we're going to flip the palms so that they're facing toward the ceiling. Taking a deep breath in here on the exhale. The palms of the hands come to the shoulders as we shift the weight back, pressing onto the elbows. Getting a deep stretch through the shoulders, through the triceps. Deep breath in here. On the exhale, hands reach. From here, we're going to walk up, bringing the knees together, separating the heels so we're on all fours. From here, walking hands down, hips stay lifted above the knees, forehead comes down to the mat. Anahata heart melting pose, also known as puppy dog. We'll spread the fingers wide on the mat, pressing a little bit of pressure into the hands, shifting the weight back, getting a deep stretch and opening through the chest and the shoulders. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, sending it all the way down the spine to the tip of the tailbone. And then exhaling back out into the world. One more deep breath in through the nose. Then we exhale with a sigh. Returning the breath to a normal, steady pace. On the inhale, we're going to lift the right arm up, weaving it underneath the body, resting on the shoulder. Gaze follows the extended arm. And we continue to breathe, allowing each cycle of breath to bring us deeper into relaxation and peace as we stretch mind, body, and heart. 2 more rounds of breath here. On the inhale, gently coming through center, right arm extends, we switch sides. Inhale, left arm weaves under the body, we rest on the shoulder. Right arm stays extended, fingertips pointing out. Gaze follows the extended arm. And just taking a few nourishing cycles of breath here as we hold. And I always invite you to close your eyes when we're holding, just further bringing the awareness within, and tapping into the power and wisdom of the breath, allowing the breath to be gentle, allowing the breath to flow naturally without control or force. On the inhale, gently coming through center, we'll walk the hands back so that wrists are directly under the shoulders, going into cat-cow. So very slow and mindful cat-cows. Wrists are directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. On the inhale, we'll press into the hands, drop the shoulders from the ears. As we look up, tailbone tilts up toward the sky. On the exhale, we gently round through the spine, tucking chin into chest. Again, inhale. Coming forward, dropping shoulders, we look up. On the exhale, very gently rounding cat pose as we tuck chin into chest and round through the spine. So taking a few rounds at the pace of your own breath. Again, always option to close the eyes, making this moving meditation as we connect body, mind, and breath. Making very slow and mindful movements. Two more full rounds wherever you're at. And pausing on all fours. On the inhale, we're going to extend the right leg and then gently take across the body, allowing the toes to meet the floor. We'll look over the left shoulder at the extended leg to get a gentle twist and stretch through the side body. Holding here for 2 rounds of breath, sending breath all the way down the side. On the exhale, gently coming back through center, returning the knee to the mat. Going on to the other side, we inhale, reaching left leg behind. On the exhale, taking it across. Sending breath all the way down the side body. 2 more cycles of breath here. On the exhale, slowly returning the knee to the mat. From here, walking down onto our bellies, we're going to plant the hands, forearms, and elbows into the mat. On the inhale, pressing into the elbows, we're going to look up toward the sky, finding Sphinx pose. Option to continue to look up or gently close the eyes, again, bringing that awareness within. And we'll send the breath in through the nose all the way down the spine to the tip of the tailbone. And then exhaling it back out into the world. Really dropping the shoulders from the ears. Opening up, radiating through the chest, softening the heart. And continue to breathe, nourishing cycles of breath as we hold. Two more rounds of breath here. On the exhale, gently lowering chest to the mat. Hands are going to just come right off the mat at 90-degree angles. We'll put the left cheek onto the mat. So arms are by your side, gentle. On the inhale, we're going to pull the right knee in toward the elbow as far as you can. Just pause here for a moment, getting a gentle stretch through the hip. You get an option to close the eyes. Two more cycles of breath here, just getting a gentle stretch and opening through the hip. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to extend the left arm so that it's straight out from the shoulder. Place the right fingertips into the earth. Head stays down. From here, we're going to shift onto our side, onto the left hip. The right leg is going to come over the left, toes meet the ground. Pausing here, getting a gentle stretch through the shoulder. If it's too intense, you can always just shift forward. We're going to pause here for two more cycles of breath. On the exhale, rolling back onto our bellies, arms come back to 90-degree angles. This time, right cheek meets the mat, going on to the other side. On the inhale, bending left elbow or knee all the way up to the elbow. Pausing here, closing the eyes. And just taking some gentle cycles of breath. And getting that gentle stretch and opening through the hip. And two more cycles here. Okay, from here, we're going to extend the right arm out straight from the shoulder. We're going to press the left fingertips into the earth and then shift onto the right hip and take the left toes over, taking the left leg over the right toes, meet the mat. Pausing here, getting a stretch through the right shoulder. And two more cycles of breath here. And slowly coming back through center. Arms are going to go by your side, palms facing down into the earth. Chin meets the mat. On the inhale, we're going to lift the chest. Holding here. Dropping the shoulders from the ears. And take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, cheek meets the mat. Pausing at the bottom for a round of breath. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the chest and the arms. Pausing here as we continue to breathe, really reaching the arms back, opening up through the chest. On the exhale, opposite cheek meets the mat. Cycle of breath here. On the next inhale, we lift chest, arms, and legs. Option to hold here. We're going to bend the knees in toward the body, grabbing onto the ankles and then pressing the ankles away, getting a deep stretch and opening through the chest and shoulders. Getting a stretch all the way down the spine. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, slowly lowering, hands press into the earth. We're going to gently press up into a downward facing dog. So hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width distance apart. We're going to press the chest through the shoulders, gently tucking chin in toward the chest to release the back of the neck. On the inhale, we're going to deeply bend the right knee, coming onto the toes, pausing here. We're getting a deep stretch through the toes and the right foot. Continuing to breathe as we hold. And then gently switching sides. Right heel lowers, left knee bends, and we come onto the toes of the left foot. One more round of breath here. On the exhale, coming back, downward facing dog. Now together, we're going to inhale, coming on to the toes. On the exhale, deeply bending through both knees, pausing here. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, straightening the legs, we lower the heels to the mat. From here, deeply bending the knees, we're going to tuck the toes and walk ourselves back. So toes are tucked and we're going to sit down. So seat comes just to the top of the heels, getting a stretch through the feet. We'll inhale, reaching up toward the sky. On the exhale, twisting toward the right, pausing here, arms outstretched. And take a deep inhale, coming through center. On the exhale, twisting to the other side, arms outstretched. Deep inhale, coming through center. On the exhale, hands come down to the heart. We'll release the arms. This time we're going to take the right arm across the body. Left arm will kind of just gently pull at the shoulder. We're going to look over the right shoulder. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, gently releasing other side, taking the left arm across the body. We look over the left shoulder. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we slowly release, and then we're going to untuck the toes. Now sit back on the heels, so tops of the feet are into the earth. Now getting a stretch through the top of the feet. From here, we're going to bring the elbows together, hands together. We're going to inhale, opening up through the arms, holding here. So really tucking, opening up the chest, tucking shoulder blades in together. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, right arm comes underneath the left. We wrap and the hands meet at the top, eagle arms. On the inhale, we reach hands up to the sky, pausing here, getting a deep stretch through the shoulders. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we tuck the elbows down. We'll inhale at center. On the exhale, diving forward, hands come to the mat, forehead rests on the hands. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, sending the breath all the way down the spine, feeling a stretch through the back of the heart, through the spine. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, gently coming up through center, and we'll gently release the hands. Again, we're going to open up the hands by the side. Arms are at 90 degrees, really opening up through the chest, tucking shoulder blades back. We look up toward the sky. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, this time left arm wraps underneath, hands meet. We inhale, reaching arms up toward the sky, pausing here. Getting that deep stretch through the back of the shoulders. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we pull the elbows down and we dive forward. Forearms come down to the mat, forehead meets the hands, and we just gently rest here. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, sending it all the way down the back of the body. And we exhale. One more deep inhale here. And we exhale. Gently, we release the arm. And then again, pressing the hands into the earth, we'll walk the legs back, pressing up, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale to the top of the mat, pausing in a forward fold. So just allowing the body to drape over itself, allowing gravity to pull. So no forcing, letting go of control and allowing gravity to do the work. Gently tucking chin in toward the chest to release the back of the neck. Then on the inhale, option to grab opposite elbows and just gently sway from side to side. Finding stillness at the center, releasing the arms again. Again, allowing that gravity to pull you. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, planting the hands, we step back, downward facing dog. From here, knees come down to the earth, hands walk under the shoulders, and we're on all fours. Taking a breath here and then going into a low lunge. So stepping forward with the right foot. We'll walk the back knee back slightly, hands frame the foot. We'll just pause here. So shifting the hips forward, hands frame that foot. Ankles directly under the knee. Shifting those hips forward, pausing here. And continuing to breathe as we hold. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to take the hands to the inside of the foot. Walk the foot out toward the outside edge of the mat and pause here. So hands are planted into the earth. If it's within your practice, you can come all the way down onto the elbows for a runner's lunge. If not, holding here for another round of breath. Option is stay here, or we're going to come to the outside edge of the front foot, opening up at the hip, opening up the knee, continuing to shift that weight forward, deepening and that stretch through the hip. One more cycle of breath here. On the exhale, gently walking foot back to center, and we'll gently press up, hands come to the heart, low lunge. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, gently twist, elbow presses into the knee as we look over the shoulder to the sky. We'll take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, coming back through center, inhaling at center. On the exhale, shifting weight back, front leg straightens, toes point up toward the sky. And we'll gently tuck the chin into the chest to release the back of the neck and deepen the stretch. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, walking hands forward, we'll send the right leg back and go on to the other side. On the inhale, stepping forward with the left leg, hands frame the foot to begin. And we press the hips forward. Option to look up, gently closing the eyes. Just allowing yourself to soften into this stretch, getting a deep opening through the hips. Take a deep inhale here at center. On the exhale, left hand comes around to the inside of the foot. We walk the foot out toward the outside edge. Plant hands into the earth, and then pause here. Again, option to come all the way down onto the elbows if that's within your practice for a full runner's lunge. Just continuing to breathe, sending breath all the way down to the area where you feel the stretch. One more deep inhale here. On the exhale, option to deepen the stretch by coming onto the outside edge of the foot. We open through the hip, taking the knee out to the side, shifting hips forward. Deep inhale here. We exhale to soften into the pose. One more round of breath here. On the exhale, walking back through center, and then we inhale. Hands come to the heart, low lunge. We'll inhale here at center. On the exhale, we twist, elbow comes into knee. We look over the shoulder toward the sky. Another gentle round of breath here. On the exhale, coming through center, we'll inhale here. On the exhale, shifting weight back, toes point toward the sky as we straighten through the front leg, and hands tent into the earth. We tuck the chin into the chest to release the back of the neck. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, walking forward, we send the leg back. From here, coming onto our seats, we're going to swing the leg around. Soles of the feet meet. We tuck them into the chest for a butterfly pose. Inhaling here at center. On the exhale, we'll round forward, tuck the chin into the chest to release the back of the neck. Continuing to breathe. On the inhale, gently pressing up through center, right leg extends as we tuck the left leg in toward the body. The front arm comes down parallel to the leg. We inhale, top arm up and over, really reaching here, getting a deep stretch through the lower back and side body. Continuing with your nourishing cycles of breath as we hold. On the inhale, gently coming up through center. On the exhale, we're going to twist, squaring hips off toward the extended leg. On the exhale, reaching for the outside edge of the calf or the foot, and tucking chin into the chest. So shifting the stretch to the lower back, breathing into side body, sending breath all the way down to the lower back. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, gently walking up, switching sides. We extend the left leg. Left arm is going to come parallel. We inhale, top arm up and over. Again, really reaching with the fingertips, opening up through the chest. And a few nourishing cycles of breath here, sending breath all the way down the side body. On the inhale, lifting through center, we're going to square off. On the exhale, reaching forward for the outside edge of the calf, the leg, the foot, tucking chin into the chest. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, gently coming up through center. From here, making our way onto our backs. So feet are planted into the earth. We'll gently come onto the back. We'll tuck the knees into the chest and just gently rock from side to side, getting a gentle massage through the lower back. And then grabbing onto the knees, just taking some circles in one direction. Again, massaging out lower back. And then gently going in the other direction. Pausing at center. We'll release the feet to the ground. We're going to inhale, lifting the right leg up, knee is bent, taking the right ankle on top of the left thigh. On the inhale, reaching arms through, we're going to pull the legs in toward the body. This is reclined pigeon pose. So it's still targeting the same area as traditional upright pigeon pose. Just a little bit gentler. This is always a modification if pigeon is too deep of a stretch for you. And 2 more cycles of breath, sending the breath all the way down to the hip, where you feel the stretch. On the exhale, gently lowering, switching sides, right foot plants into the earth. We inhale, lifting, left leg, knee is bent, ankle comes to the thigh. On the inhale, reaching arms, we grab onto the calf, pulling the legs in toward the chest, targeting that outside area of the hip. One more cycle of breath here. On the exhale, we release. We're going to inhale, lifting legs up to the sky, grabbing outside edges of the feet and opening up at the hips. Happy side and massaging out the lower back. One more deep breath here. On the exhale, lowering feet to the mat. We'll gently tuck the shoulder blades underneath the body. Arms are by your sides. On the inhale, lifting hips up toward the sky. It's a gentle bridge pose and inversion. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, we lower hips to the ground, tuck knees into the chest. We'll inhale here at center on the exhale, allowing the knees to fall all the way to the right. Left arm extends, gaze follows the extended arm. Spinal twist. Gently closing the eyes, sending a deep breath all the way down the spine. And gently releasing with an exhale. One more deep breath in through the nose. Releasing with an exhale. The inhale, bringing knees to center. On the exhale, allowing them to fall to the other side. This time, right arm extends, gaze follows the extended arm. We'll gently close our eyes, settling into the pose. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, sending it all the way down the spine. And we exhale. One more deep breath in through the nose. And we exhale. On the inhale, knees come back to center. Hands come behind the knees, and we're gently going to rock and roll until we come up into a seated position. So finding that comfortable seat, we're going to inhale the fingers together, just bringing them to the base of the skull, and gently looking up toward the sky. So opening up the armpits, the shoulders, getting a stretch through the back of the neck. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, hands lower, palms face up as a gesture of receiving. We'll gently close the eyes and bow the chin to the chest. And just taking these final moments to tap into the wisdom of the breath. And just taking these moments to receive the benefits of your practice. Noticing how you feel when you are gentle with yourself. On the inhale, we'll lift the chin, hands come to the heart. We'll take this final moment to set an intention for the week ahead. Something you want to accomplish, call in, create more of, or be. How do you want to show up this week, this beautiful week of your life? So setting that intention. I'll take a deep breath in through the nose and release with a smile. Namaste. Thank you, my loves. Hope you enjoyed that gentle practice, and I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. See you all tomorrow.